Well, happy new year to all. It is the 4th day of January 2023, and our first broadcast of Wellness Wednesday, where a healthy you is a better you. Yours truly, Joe Dupree, in the building from 100 BLK, the Black Station, with my brother from another mother, Edward J. Brown, Positive Choices Counseling Service. And my brother, a lot has happened since the last time we got on the MIC and made our faces be known to the people. So how have you been doing? Happy New Year.
Man, listen, happy holidays to you. Happy New Year's. Merry
Froze
Christmas.
up on me again.
Because we spoke
God.
a couple I don't see you, but there you go.
That's how the New Year starts, with a lot of freezing.
That's all right.
I had to put him on another network. He froze up completely.
People don't realize, man, we don't only talk on
tell him to get off and get back on another network and come back in. We'll figure it out without. No, there he is. There he is. So what's going on, my brother?
Hey man, listen, I said people don't realize we talk
froze up again.
I'm freezing up.
These networks, man.
They don't want to cooperate in 2023. See, that's what we're gonna have to deal with.
Adversity.
That's right.
How to overcome adversity. That's right.
How we doing? We good?
A lot has happened. You keep freezing. Let me see what I need you to do. Hold on.
All right,
you good?
Hold on a minute. I'm gonna try something else. Hold on.
Okay.
I might need to switch over to my iPad if that don't work.
Okay.
If this don't work.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Am I still freezing?
No, you're not freezing now. So how was your New Year?
It was quiet, man. I mean, not uneventful, but
okay.
How was yours?
Man, I brother, I have only wanted one thing and one thing only. That is peace. I've kind of removed myself from the materialistic things of the holidays. Those I need to bless with a gift, I bless them with it. But all I'm trying to get for the holidays is peace, my brother. All I want is just to be able to go to sleep and wake up in peace.
Look, to be able to have peace is as simple as we can. I'm working on switching over. Hold on. Let me
Okay, no problem. And while you working on switching over, let me work on sharing this with some folks.
Yeah,
I know some folks been asking me, man, when y'all coming back on? So we're back on, family. Welcome to another Wednesday, another Wellness Wednesday, where a healthy you is a better you. Yours truly in the building, Joe Dupree, along with my good friend Edward J. Brown with Positive Choices Counseling Service. And a lot has happened since the last time we came on. Tragically, we saw the and still not a lot of conversation about it, but Ellen's DJ, who seemed to have had everything in the world going for him, Twitch, tragically took his life and left us. We've had individuals pass away. We've got people dealing with what I call the holiday buyer's remorse. A lot of folks woke up in January and a lot of death from November and December. So, when it's all said and done, lots going on, a whole lot's going on, but we're happy to be back in the building. Thankful that we got to see another new year. Thankful for everyone who tunes in to us. We're back. We're going to do this every Wednesday because we believe a healthy you is a better you, and your mental health matters. And that's how we do it. That's how we say it. That's the way it is.
And that's how it is.
Right. We're trying to.
Let me see what I got here.
Oh yeah, he in the building. So so we're gonna share this with a few folks because a few folks been. Okay. So there he off of that one. Let me bring him in on this one. Hey, there you go.
It ain't nothing stop. Ain't no stopping us now.
I don't have a picture yet. There he is. There he is. Okay. Yeah, he switched devices and that moves a little bit better, kind of, sort of. Yeah, we kind of get there. So we're going to work this out. I'm telling you, family, we're going to work this out.
We'll definitely have it.
We're going to work it out. As they say, we going to work it out.
All right. Let's try this, man.
So I got my man Edward J. Brown in the building, and we're going to definitely try to work it out because that's how we do it.
All right.
So I'm trying to share this with a few people. But we're going to try to get into a lot of conversation tonight. Of course, a lot of folks are still with their mental health about what happens when someone close to you that you don't expect goes through a health crisis Of course, we're still dealing with the young man from Monday Night Football who had a cardiac arrest on the field during the game. And that has affected a lot of people to say, man, what do I do when somebody close to me that I feel like shouldn't be going through a health situation begins to go through a health situation? That can play with your mentals too. And we're just here to let you know that we give this as an outlet to be the space that you can speak on mental health issues, where your mental health matters, where we don't make it seem like mental health is taboo, because so many people try to make it seem like mental health is something you shouldn't talk about.
Well, it carries that stigma, you know.
Yeah.
And we're trying to do away with the stigma and make it as normal as going to the eye doctor.
Right. We are normalizing mental health because we need to. You know, we definitely need to normalize mental health and mental health services and people who provide mental health services, because everybody needs somebody to talk to every now and then.
That's right.
You know, and many of us don't want to talk because we feel like, you know, we're sharing too much information, or it's really not going to help or work. But you know, like in the case of Twitch, I really wish the brother had to talk to somebody before he took his life.
Yeah.
You know, because that's just, man, I really don't even know how to say it. That's just a feeling of knowing somebody that popular that you felt like had everything in the world going on, got to the point that they wanted to take their life. So hopefully we got all the technical bugs cleared off. And with that being said, let me bring in my brother Edward J. Brown. Do your thing, my man.
Hey, man, listen, I want to thank you for us starting off this year, even with all these technical difficulties. There's no stopping us.
Right.
We are going to disseminate this information no matter what. And you were right. 2022 ended with so many things happening, you know, from like you've been talking about. This brother committed suicide and he was a celebrity. So many people around the world knew him. And one of the things that we talk about from a mental health perspective is when someone kills themselves, there's a sense of being alone that they feel, that there's a sense of no one understands, that I'm going through this all by myself. And this brother shows you how untrue that really is. He could have picked up the phone and called 100 people, 100,000 people, and they would have dropped what they was doing. But mental health and mental illness is real. And we have to start taking time out to pay attention. You see the entire world, at least especially the United States, is in disarray now because this young brother, some of the finest athletes in the world, play NFL football. And for this brother to have a heart attack, cardiac arrest, right there on the field, and have to be revived in front of millions of people watching an NFL game shows you never know. You never have a sense of what's going to happen. So we have to make sure our computer, our mind is finely tuned as well as our body. You think when that brother's mother went to that game, she thought she was going to be riding in the back of an ambulance with her son?
Correct.
His teammates that spent all week practicing with him, laughing with him, working with him, thought that they were going to see their teammate need CPR. Now, there's people that made it to the end of 2022.
You're right. You're absolutely, you're correct.
Yeah, they didn't think that's how that was going to end.
Mm-mm.
We have people who made it to the end of 2022 and fresh into 2023, and we always feel that there's something we have to do new because it's a new year. Well, I'm going to come at you from a different angle. I don't want you to start thinking about all the things that you're going to do new for 2023. I want you, we're going to change it. At Wellness Wednesday with Brother Dupree and Brother Brown and 100 BLK and Positive Choices, this is what we want you to do. We don't want you to think about all the things you're going to do new in 2023. We want you to think about all the things you did great in 2022 and figure out how you're going to keep on doing it. That's what we want you to do. Because some great things happen amidst all of this trouble and strife and trauma that we went through this year. You achieved some things. You accomplished some things. You made it through a pandemic. I want you to start focusing at the beginning of the year of everything positive that happened for you in 2022 and make sure that you maintain those going into 2023. For myself, I did really, really well with focusing on what I needed to do to get the word out on the importance of mental health services. I worked hard. Brother Dupree stood side by side with me as we talked about we're going to put and shed a light on there is nothing wrong with seeking mental health services. No more than there's something wrong with going to the dentist. We talk about it all the time. So to add the burden of I have to go to the gym more, fine, add that in. But do not let that stop something that you conquered last year from continuing to exist. Brother Dupree and I, we came on here every Wednesday. Even when it rained, even technical difficulties. We came because we wanted to get the word out. We're going to make sure that we continue this quest that we're on to reach more people, to let more people know.
And we definitely are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give my brother an opportunity to go back to the system he was on before he went to his iPad, because we got to get this fixed. So I'm going to take him off and I'm going to stay on for a second and talk to y'all about, we do appreciate everything that happened in 2022 with this podcast, with 100 BLK, with Positive Choices. And we want you to know that as we continue to move on, we are here dedicated to give you a place and a space to speak on mental health issues. We're here, rain, sleet, snow, or hail, regardless of how the connection may be. One of us is on or both of us is on. We're going to be here to give you a space to talk about mental health issues. Of course, like I said, a lot has happened since the last time we came on. The last time we came on was actually in November, if I'm correct, a little bit around the Thanksgiving holiday. And we were letting people know that the holidays isn't happy for everyone. Well, a lot of people are coming into 2023 in a lot of debt and a lot of worry and a lot of spaces that are not positive and a lot of spaces that are not good. And we want to be here and be the outlet for you to discuss things that you normally probably couldn't discuss anywhere else. I'm blessed to have a very good friend who happens to own and manage a counseling service. And mental health is his thing. He's a clinician. He's a person who you can talk to professionally and know that he will give you from his knowledge that he has obtained through his degree and through his studies, methods to make it that you're mentally sound and mentally okay. Because these days we have everything pulling on us from all different directions, from all different places. We have all kind of things pulling at us. And we want to give you this space. So Wellness Wednesday is your space, your place that your mental health matters. Many a times we can see when things are physically wrong with you. We can see when your health is deteriorating from a physical aspect, but from a mental aspect, a lot of times folks don't know what's going on up in between these two ears. They don't know what's going on inside the head. And that's why we created this space. And in 2023, we're going to try to improve it. We're going to try to give you more information that you can put yourself in a position and a place that if you do have a mental health crisis, you have somewhere to go to instead of going to a dark place that a lot of folks have to go to where they feel like their only way out is to take their life. Sadly, many folks deal with certain situations where the only end game is I can't bear this weight no more. I have to take my life. Be it debt, be it issues of life, be it issues in relationships. We really got to start looking at each other and saying to each other on a daily basis, Are you okay? Is everything fine? Do you need to talk to me about anything? Because a lot of times people look like they're okay, but you don't really know what's going on the inside of them. And we want to keep this conversation flowing, keep this conversation going. And that is our intention, to continue to do it in 2023. So I got my brother back now, and I'm getting ready to put him up. And hopefully he's
hold on. Let me turn this off here.
Remove him there. Hold on.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So so there he is. Edward, you good now, brother?
Seems I'm good
now. You good now. So let's take it back. I talked about, of course, like you said, many people comes out with all these resolutions about what they're going to do better in 2023. Find out what you did good in 2022 and continue to improve on that and be great. Like I tell people, 2023, I want you to be you, be great, be whatever it is that you feel like you need to be. But in 2023, I want you to be. And that's kind of like my mantra for 2023. It's no time to be posting and boasting. It's time to just be. It's time to show up and show out and be. We're here with an outlet to give you a space and a place to let you know that your mental health matters. I just finished saying, if there's something physically wrong with me, you normally can see it.
That's right.
I'll cough. You'll see mentally, that you'll see that I'm losing weight if there's something going on with me. But mentally, many a times you can't see what's going on with folks mentally. A lot of folks, as in with the Twitch situation, when an individual takes their life, and you look at Twitch, so many people say, man, if I had his life, why would I take my life? But you don't know what inside his mind and in his brain was going on.
Exactly.
And we've got to continue to do what we do, and we will, to let you know your mental health matters. My brother, Edward J. Brown.
So, and we take this time out, and going into the new year, we're going to do things on a major level. Because we want you to be able to say, well, you know what? If I don't know, I know where I can go to ask a question. I know where to go to speak with someone. I know where to go to pick somebody's mind. At the end of the day, 2023 can be a blank canvas. It can be like a dry erase board. All you have to do is be willing to write on it. Once you're willing to write on it, then you begin to see the story unfold. You begin to see the story come together. Your story. So, we've had so much to happen. And we talked about the brother who had a medical situation in the middle of the football game. But then there's the issue of where there was a common sportscaster who said something that people thought was very insensitive. And how do you react to that? How do you respond to that? So what we're going to talk about this year is, how do we address adversity? How do we overcome things that don't happen the way we want them to happen? What do you do when that relationship you put so much work into doesn't work out? What do you do when them knucklehead children just don't seem to want to listen? I mean, and I know my boss see me giving all my all, and why he keep picking that dude over there that don't do nothing? Life is so unfair. We have so many things coming up this year.
It is. And listen up, family. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm about to do. We're introducing that we're coming back with a 2023 season of Wellness Wednesday. So he's freezing up. I might be freezing up too. So I'm trying to figure out the technical difficulties. So what we really want you to know is the following. We're back. So next Wednesday, we're going to have some things ironed out. We're going to have some things straightened out. And we're going to be back on here letting you know that we're going to tackle the issues of relationships, the issues of family. How do you deal with tragedy, the issues of if there's situations going on in your finances or at your job, how do you mentally make it that you're going to be okay, where we don't have to wake up and see people we love, we know, people that we are connected to in a dark place that it goes all the way to suicide. I'm not going to use that word lightly or slightly in 2023. I'm going to call it what it is. Folks, suicide and suicide rates are at an all-time high because we are so capacitated in not caring for one another and not asking the question, are you okay? Then we're the first ones to want to cry and say, I don't understand. All they had to do to talk was to talk to me. Well,
to say something.
Did you ever ask them the question, are you okay? So we're really just going to do a 30-minute show tonight where we can bug out the bugs with all the internet problems that we're having and everything. But at the end of the day, we're here and we want to
We're back. We're
back. We're back. We're here. We're going to be here with this Wellness Wednesday to let you know that a healthy you is a better you. And we are highly concerned about your mental health. Now, if you need to ever talk to someone, I'm about to post it up there so you'll see it. If you need to talk to my brother, or you need mental health services, or you need counseling services,
right there.
Positive Choices Counseling.org. Positive Choices Counseling.org. Go to the website, submit that you need to speak to him. I promise you, him or somebody from his staff will reach out for you.
Absolutely.
And they will definitely do everything they can to help get you on the track to mental wellness.
Absolutely.
Because we want you to be mentally sound. You know, I'm studying something right now. One of the things it says that will not void the contract is if you're not mentally competent.
Exactly.
You can't even give consent unless you're mentally competent.
Unless you're mentally competent. That's right.
We want you to be in a mental place of being mentally sound. Now, I ain't saying you're gonna always be happy.
Happiness and mental soundness is two separate things.
Right. I'm not saying every day gonna be sunshine, but understand, I never want a person to feel like it is so dire that their only option is to jump off a bridge.
Correct.
To put a gun to their head and take their lives.
Correct.
To jump out of a 30-story building. Now,
you have options.
Right. The reason I gave those examples are we have did stories on individuals that you would have never thought they would have did something like that because they were beauty queens. They were celebrities. They were folks who had a lot of money and were at high places. But nevertheless, because of their mental state of mind, no matter how much materialistic things they had on this side, they felt like their only way to relieve the agony that they were dealing with was to commit suicide.
In their life. Their life. That's right. You have options, positive options, not options like suicide, not options like self-harm, not options like alcoholism, drug abuse. You have other options. Counseling.
You have options.
You have options. And we're going to present those options every week right here on Wellness Wednesday. This brother has taken up this charge with me. And I know y'all tired of hearing it, but we're going to tell you, when we met years ago,
right,
and he realized what I do, he said, you know, I got an idea. We're going to do Mental Health Mondays.
Right.
And Alcorn State University started putting my classes on Monday night, so we had to change it to Wellness Wednesdays.
Right.
And if they put my classes on Wednesdays, we're going to turn it to Thriving Thursdays. It won't matter. We will be here, just like we are right now in 2023, to provide this information for you, to help you be a better you. I don't want anyone to feel alone. I don't want anyone to feel as though no one's listening. We're listening. We're going to have information where you can call, where you can post messages, and we'll answer your questions when you post them in the chat. So there's no excuse. And what I always love, my brother been saying for the past 3 to 4 years, tell a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend, family. You got to, and I know he keeps freezing up, and I don't know how that's coming across in the meta space, but I really want y'all to understand we're here and we're here for you. So next Wednesday, we're going to be on for a full hour. Today, we're going to cut it short because we're going to try to work out the bugs, because I want you to get the full gist of what we're saying. It's 2023. And moving forward, we really want you to know that you, ma'am, you, sir, you old, you young, you whoever you are, wherever you are, you have the power. And we want you to be healthy, well, and in good spirits. So with that being said, I'm gonna let my brother close out, and we'll be back next Wednesday for sure.
I don't know if you can hear me, if I'm breaking up, but know this: we are here through the good, the bad. We're here with things that nobody want to talk about. We're not doing it because it's trendy. We're not doing it because we think it's cool. We've been doing it. We did it with one person on. We did it with 20 people on. We're going to be here, and we want you to be here. So tell a friend. If nobody else told you today, we love you. We out. Peace.
Well, he's froze up. So listen, family, every Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. we're going to be on here. Wellness Wednesday will be in full effect. Yours truly will be in the building. My brother Edward J. Brown going to be in the building. If you need any type of mental health services, if you need someone to talk to, the website is there, positivechoicescounselservice.org. And as my brother always say, hey, we love you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. We're going to catch you next Wednesday. Peace. Y'all have a good one.